find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. So on fourth down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Young, forced out to his left. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Young on 3rd down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Cousins on 1st down. Throw caught there by Osborne. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Play action now. Cousins. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. First and 10, Young. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Young to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Young. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Here's Cousins. Completes this to Addison out left. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. On play action, Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings 1st down as he'll get this down to the 47-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Cousins to throw it. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Madison. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Dancing to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Adam Thielen high in the air to bring it in. And the Panthers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They go play action. Cousins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Young, he's going to change it up. To throw is Young. Off the play fake. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Cousins. Throw out wide is incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Again, it's Cousins. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Trying the power game with Ham. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Cousins again. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Here comes 2nd down. 2nd down, Cousins. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Throwing, Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. And Young's going to throw it here. Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. From the shotgun, it's Young. Steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. LaVisca Chenault, 79 yards. And the Panthers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 5.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. In season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Derek Brown just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Back to throw, Goff. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Third and long. It's Goff. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So now here are the Panthers with excellent field position to start off. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
That's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he's probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Young buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Carolina. 53 yards. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
They'll try again. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Carolina defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
The first carry now for Benny Snell. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there for Carolina. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing, Young. Flush to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Young. Rolling to his left. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers add 6 to their lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Montgomery on the counter, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Gone. This one swung out to Montgomery. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Patterson's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, people are going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. We'll see how they defend him going forward. On 1st and 10, Young. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Goff on 1st down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On third down, they go Montgomery. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Here's Jack Fox now
as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Texans who are out in front. The rookie, C.J. Stroud, taken number 2 overall with 2 touchdown passes. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And at halftime, they trail the visiting Titans in that ball game. Derrick Henry, a touchdown run in that first half. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they lead the visiting Saints in that one at halftime. Ezekiel Elliott, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. (17-3) the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Adam Thielen and the Panthers taking the field once again.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And now nothing but green ahead of him.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Young.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On 1st down, Goff.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Now Young going to move them around.
Here's Young, throwing to start the drive. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
Looking to throw, Young. On the move to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Here is Young. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Goff now looks to throw.
He's got right on the short throw.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Goff.
He's got right on the short throw.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the gun, here's Goff. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Goff. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Young now. Forced out to his left.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with this 3-score deficit and time fading.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Goff. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Goff on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Goff.
He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
Out route. He finds his man. It's Jones.
And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On first down, it's gone. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. To throw is Goff. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Goff now to throw. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Young here, you can see, changing the play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Off the play fake, Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina.
Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That call.